Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's look is going to be a little bit more of a dramatic look than what you're used to seeing from me. I really do love the way that this turned out though. I hope the lighting does it justice. There is lots of glitter and fun stuff, so if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and always be you. But I'm going to start out by taking the Tarte Maracuja oil. This stuff feels really good to me, but I absolutely hate the way it smells. I hate the smell. And I'm just going to drop that in a few places on my face and then massage it in with my hands. Okay, then I'm going to take the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. This one just says Skin Equalizer, and I'm just going to take a tiny amount of that and put it on my face. This is very, I don't know if it has silicone in it, but it feels like it's a little bit, maybe not. I don't know. It smells good. Okay, and then for foundation, I'm going to take the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. This one is in the number 75, and I'm just going to place dots all over my face and then blend it out with a beauty blender, or in my case, Real Technique sponge. And I would say this stuff has very buildable medium to full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey. I really like this foundation, if you can't tell. Okay, once I have that on there, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Fair and apply that to my under eyes. And again, I'm just going to blend that out with my Real Technique sponge. And that's just going to wake us right back up because we are sleepy. Before that has a chance to crease up, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Sheer Powder, HD powder, whatever you want to call it. This is a very finely milled powder, and I'm just going to put that everywhere that I applied that concealer. And it is so finely milled, you can't even tell that I'm putting anything on there. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and use that powder to set the rest of my face. Okay, now I'm just going to take the Almay Brow Defining Pencil in the shade Brunette, and I'm going to first brush through my brows really quickly and then just fill them in as usual. I'm going to go back through with a little bit more concealer. This time I'm going to use the e.l.f. Under Eye Conceal and Highlighter, and I'm going to take the conceal side and just go right under the brow, and I'll use a brush to blend this out with. And I just used my foundation and I put some powder over it to use as a primer for my eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and go into shadows. I'm actually going to try out a new palette. I got this kit a while ago, and the only thing that I've used out of it so far is the setting spray. So today we're going to play with all this other stuff. So I'm going to start out by taking the eyeshadow palette out of here, and then I'll be right back. I think I'm going to start out by taking this shade right here, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And that kit did come with a few brushes, but just for this video I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to use the ones that I already know, so that these shadows stand a fair chance. But yeah, I'm going to take that skin tone kind of warm shade and put that right into the crease. Right, then I'm going to take this more gray shade right here. It probably isn't coming off that gray on camera, but it's pretty gray. And I'm going to mix it with this shade right here next to it, and I'm going to kind of cut my crease a little bit. Okay, so I wasn't really feeling that brush. I'm going to pick up a different one and build this color in the crease. And I'm not worried about it getting on my lid at all because I'm going to have to come through and do some cleanup with concealer anyways. Alright, now I'm going to take the original shade on another fluffy brush and just go around the edges again just to make sure that nothing is harsh. And I'll probably go over this a few times. If it still looks a mess whenever I quit blending this time, don't worry about it. It will be okay. But now I'm going to take this black shade right here And I'm going to continue to focus that into the crease, in the lowest part of the crease. And again, I'm not worried about it getting on the lid because I have to come back through and clean this up anyways. And I still haven't completely decided on the lid. I kind of feel like I want a goldish shade, either that or a really pale nude shade. Either way, I'm gonna need some concealer, but if I do gold, I'm definitely gonna do glitter. Decisions. Alright, I'm gonna go around these edges again, and each time I go around these edges, I'm picking up some more of that transition shade just so that it blends smoothly. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of that Maybelline Fit Me concealer and put it onto my lids. And I'm actually going to do this one lid at a time so that it doesn't become too big of a mess. I'm going to take this one. It's very shimmery, and to start out, I'm actually going to take it on my finger. Oh no! I'm going to take it on my finger and pack it over where I just placed all this concealer. Make sure you don't look up like I did so you don't ruin the dang thing. Okay, and then I'm going to leave that for a second and start working on the other eye. Okay, now I'm going to take a flat shader brush and really load it up with that color and go over all the areas where that concealer was. And I'm also going to bring it down into the tear duct as well because I really like this eyeshadow. I think this could be a new favorite palette for me. This is a gorgeous eyeshadow. I've made a bit of a mess with it, but still, the color payoff fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to take some more of that dark brown gray shade and I'm going to put it back into the crease here just to darken it back up. I'm going to take a little bit more of that light shimmery shade and just connect it to the dark part. And I'll probably have to do a little bit more cleanup, but we'll see. I'm going to try to brush away this fallout because I did have a little bit of fallout, but I mean, I used quite a bit of eyeshadow, so I can't really expect much else. And then just because I want some more glitter, like some more sparkle, I'm going to take a little bit of this Hard Candy liquid liner, and I'm actually going to place it on the back of my hand at first in a little area. And I'm going to dot my finger in it a few times just to get the color separated. And I'm going to go right over the center of the lid and hope that I don't regret it. Actually, yeah, that's better. I'm just going to go directly over it. And that's just going to give some added sparkle because why not? I'm going to make sure to keep my eyes open so that it does not transfer onto the crease, and once it dries we'll go ahead and do liner. And I think I'm gonna wear lashes with it. I'm not really sure. I kind of feel like trying something, but I also feel like it could make this look go to crap, but I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna take the NYX Vivid Brights Gunmetal liquid liner and I'm gonna put it directly into the crease where the light shade meets the dark. I don't really feel like it's making that much of a difference, although I do feel like I need to go ahead and do it to the other eye, because though it doesn't make a difference, it also is visible, so yeah, that doesn't really make a whole lot of a difference. So for liner, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the shade Black Sparkle, actually. We're going to try some sparkle. Okay, for mascara, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Perversion. Okay, for falsies, I have absolutely no idea what the brand is of these. They come in this packaging right here. I want to say that I got them off of either eBay or Wish. I'm not 100% sure on that. I've had them for quite a while. They're really dramatic to me. They may not be to you, but I don't really ever wear them except for a look like this, which I don't do a whole lot. Okay, so that was a struggle, but lashes are on. Now I'm going to take the Maybelline New York Master Drama by Eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Midnight Master. Midnight Master. This is the first time I've ever used this. And I'm just going to line my water. Ooh, that is creamy. Y'all see that? That is one swipe. Usually takes me going over mine a few times because they water so bad. Here goes the water. La, 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 la. Goodness. Alright, and that is it for the eyes. So now I'm going to go ahead and start working on the rest of the face. And I think that I'm just going to bronze it up pretty heavily. So I'm going to break out the good old Profusion Contour Kit. I need to start bringing my contour down a little bit more, I think. Maybe not that far. And then I'm just going to lightly dust the sides of the nose. And then go around the forehead. And while I have this kit out, I'm just going to go ahead and take the lightest shade and clean this area right here up. Don't mind the nose contour. It is a bit of a mess. It's not really it's not my thing whatsoever. To highlight, I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator, and I'm going to pop that on the back of my hand like so. And I'm actually going to like kind of smear it around just a little bit. And then I'm going to take the end of my Real Technique sponge and dip it in there, and then just go right on the highest parts of my cheekbones. I'm going to carry it around this area too. I think this is a very pretty glowy product. I love NYX makeup. I'm also going to carry that onto the apples of the cheeks a little bit as well, just so when you smile the whole thing kind of glistens. We're beaming. Very glowy. Then to set that in place, I'm going to take a little bit of Becca's Opal and go right over the top of that. This is just going to set it in place and give it that much more glow. We are beaming, y'all. Alright, then I'm just going to take some of this Profusion blush as always and put it right on the apples and sweep it upwards. And I like to do this after I highlight sometimes, just so that it helps blend the highlight with the bronzer slash contour, and it's not so shocking. It's not such an obvious line. And if you cover your highlight too much, you can go back over it again. Then for lips, I'm going to go outside of my typical nude lip, and I'm going to take ColourPop's More Better and apply that to the lips. Alright, that is everything for this look. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and always be you. See you next time.